What is up, everyone? Today on Seth Leroy Hustle Adventures, I wanted to do a topic owning your own cargo van business, the lifestyle change. It's all or it's nothing. First and foremost on this topic, go hard to succeed. Like, the lifestyle change is crazy. You have to go insane at the beginning because now everything's comfortable. After about 5 months that we've been in it, you have to go crazy and hustle. You have to just, like, that's what I'm saying. Just go hard in the paint. Like, when people are asking me and I give advice, then they'll ask that same type of stuff, and it's like all I can give is the advice. But go hustle, go crazy. There's a lot of work out there. Adapt to every single thing changing in the industry, because, like, as I've learned, I keep learning more and more and more, and then I have to adapt and I have to keep thinking about, okay, what do I do now? Research. That's YouTube. That's what I do. I watch YouTube. I like to hear what other people are saying, learn from them. Because if you're not going to continue to research and to get better, then you're just going to stay stagnant and it's not going to work out. Now, also with this lifestyle change, adjusting on the road, being able to just, dude, sometimes, yeah, like, okay, for an example, when I brought my dog on the road last week, I had to adjust on the road. And there's other things, like, I love it to death. I love listening to my podcast. I get to, and that's the thing with technology. I'm talking to my wife all day, seeing pictures of the kids, everything. And I'm only gone 3 or 4 days the way we've been doing it now, 5 at the max. So to me, adjusting on the road at first, though, I was doing 10 days, 7 days, 11 days. So, make it fun, because it is not easy. And that's the thing too. A lot of people are hitting me up like, man, I didn't know I'd be on the road that much. But that's why in other videos I've said, but that's because of their expenses. That's because of the loans. That's that whole other thing. Insurance, depending on their driving record. But the reason I say that, though, is it isn't easy, but it depends on how you did it, because I have fun with it. And then when I come home to the kids, our time is so much funner. Like, when I was working 55, 60 hours a week, I was dead tired. You know how it is. And then Saturday was the only day where it was like a fun day. But then Sunday came around and I'm like, okay, it's back to the grind tomorrow. And now, for instance, my wife has an appointment tomorrow. I'm not taking loads tomorrow. It's Monday. I'm just not. And that's just the way, we're not looking. We're just going to chill until after appointment. But still, most likely at that point, it's not going to happen. But that's why it's worth it to us. And then too, we're always just, you're never in a rush in life. So it's not easy, but it is fun. Now, also, understanding stress is inevitable, and how you deal with stress, not living in fear, not being out on the road. And because too, when you're mentally alone on the road, obviously you have your loved ones you're talking to, but just knowing that stress is going to happen, just like at any work, any job. But what I love is I don't have to talk to any boss. I don't have to, like, so when I'm stressed out, I'm just like, well, whatever. It's up to me, like, what happens. Like, I'm really good about being on time and stuff, but there's a couple times where I've had to be like, well, no, it's not going to work out because you guys didn't load me fast enough. So, so that's the thing. You have to even deal with that stress, is just like, let it fall to the wayside. Everything does fall on you, though. So that's why I'm saying adjusting to this lifestyle change is like, yeah, everything is on you to make your time to do this. But to me, it's pretty easy because I'm insane. Like, I bring peanut butter sandwiches as I'm on the road so that I don't have to stop a lot. I stop for 1 meal a day. So, it depends, because some people will go out to eat. Some people go do stuff. So, I mean, that's the thing. Everything does fall on you. And when it comes to when we just did our taxes and stuff, that was a little different. We actually had to go into a tax place because we usually just do all of ours on our own. But it's like, it was different to, go in there and, like, learn more and more about this business side of it. But family time adjusting, that's why I put this for the lifestyle change. But for us, it's quality over quantity, because even before, like, when I'd come home after work, like, I was exhausted, working 10, 12-hour days, because as my work life furthered, I was always working more and more to make more and more money, which is obviously good. But it was just like, I'd be tired. I wasn't as fun. Like, I was still a fun dad if you ask anyone. Everyone's like, oh, you're so fun. But now it's even better, and other facets of our relationship have gotten better, me and my wife, because, like, before, like, it was almost like stagnant, like you almost felt imprisoned to the system. Like, my wife at one point too worked more. She worked like 4 days a week, and then I would work 5 days a week at a job, and it was just It's just insane. So it is family time adjusting. Like at first it was weird, but now my kids, they're like, oh, you're going on a run for 3, 4 days. Okay, see you when you get back. And obviously they miss me, but even when I'm back more, we play video games more. We're going to the parks more. Like, dude, I have like literally went on a walk into the park like 4 days in a row now. It's because I'm different. I'm not exhausted. And now adjusting to this like hustle life where everything's on you and you being your own boss, because it's amazing. But also, yeah, there's some more like, you got to be making snap decisions a lot when you're accepting runs or figuring out which ones to go with or calling around, knowing to meditate and relax. That's why I put this next, is knowing when to get in the moment, just relax. Especially when I'm home, I shut off business, I still think about it, but it's just like you try to find, to be in the moment, when it's not hustling time, it's not hustling time. Which a little sometimes I'll be thinking of topics to do on this, and that I try to even stop. I'm like, oh, just once because usually I'll think about it when I'm driving, or I'll just sit down and write. Yeah, she's good. See, she's even writing hustling topics. If it's not for you, adjust or stop. And the reason I'm saying that is because some people will be like, I don't really like this lifestyle, this and that. And some of them will go and drive for a company where they're local, and that's cool. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's not for you and it's just too much, too stressful, just don't do it. You know what I mean? There's other business ventures and other things that you could do. But if it's not for you, just stop. You know what I mean? Don't overanalyze it. If you just do not like it, just stop. Now, the next thing I wanted to say is freedom is earned by hustling. Work hard, play hard. So that's why I'm saying, like, you can go crazy hustling, and then once you get the swing of, like, now I've had returning customers and everything's going good, and constant like work when I am open to taking loads. Like, dude, a lot of people I talk to have 5, 6 dispatchers. I only have one, and then the other loads that I get, it's just all about hustling. My wife's looking at boards, it's just and then I look at the board too, obviously, but it's just like, then that's why I'm saying, like, a lot of these people at a couple months in, they're freaking out. But that's because, like I said, there's a lot of variables that when people tell me all the payments they have or their insurance, like, and they have a bad driving record, I'm just like, well, yeah, that was not, it's sad, but I'm like, I don't know what to say sometimes. But that's what I'm saying, though, like, but for people who have everything set up, like, you have to hustle like crazy. That's why, like, too, a lot of the people that do start getting workflow, and they'll be like, yeah, I get all these loads, I get these loads. And then they'll be like, but I didn't want that one, but I didn't want that one, but I didn't. And I'm like that too. I'll pick the ones, but a lot of times they're just like, and I just wanted to go home. And I could have made 300 off it, but instead I made a 60. And I'm like, and then they're like, because I didn't want to sleep there that night. And I'm like, and then I'm just like, I don't know what to say. Because it happens a lot. And then they'll be like, and then I got another one for da-da-da, but I didn't want that one either. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, if you're just not working or hustling, yeah, it's not going to be for you. Because I think people envision this beautiful, like, oh, I'm going to be my own boss, and it's going to be so easy, and I'm going to drive and just chill. No, it's a hustle. But then when you get, like I said, now that I'm about 5 months in, it's just not even a big, I love it. Like, I love it. Like, how my wife has an appointment tomorrow on Monday. We're just like, yeah, we're not going to look for loads. We're not going to go on the board. And then we were like, yeah, we'll go on the board a little after, and then we'll see what happens. But if not, then the next day. So that's what I mean. It's just like, now I love it. But the first 2 months were scary and insane. But that's why I went insane hustling. So that's why I always tell people, go hustle. Go figure it out. Sitting around going, oh, how do I do this? It's like, obviously it's good to get advice, like I say, but just go crazy. If this is what you want, but if you're sort of like in the bag of just like wanting to be a boss and that's it, it's not going to work because you can't, it's not like that. It's not just like, oh, I want to be my own boss, but I don't want to do the hard, annoying, uncomfortable things. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying work hard, play hard, and you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. Okay, now it gets very smooth, like I said, but hold on. That's what I put, just hold on. But at first, it is terrifying. Don't let the fear control you. Like, so a lot of people will get all fearful and start freaking out. Like I did, I was fearful. But in my recovery, what I learned from the book that I read is like, we do not need to be driven by fear. We need to step over the fear and get to, our goal. And that's why I was saying, if you want it, the last thing I had to say was, if you want it, go out and get it. Go insane looking stuff up. Literally, that's all I did is I went insane on the internet. And I have a lot of these videos on how to find loads, how I find loads. So like if you can watch those. That's what I mean though. Just keep doing research. That's why all the content I'm putting out is just to help people. That's literally it. And I talk to people a lot. And I just wanted to put this video out on the lifestyle change and how to adjust. So thanks for watching, and everyone have a blessed day.